Hey everybody, this is Rose from Sleepopolis, and today I'm here to talk about one of the latest fads in the world of sleep, the coffee nap. Coffee naps have recently become trendy as the popularity of napping at work has grown, and now everyone seems to be jumping on board. So what is a coffee nap and how do you take one? Well, stick around because we're about to find out. So before we get started, if you have a question, feel free to post a comment below and I'll be happy to help. Now, a coffee nap, also known as a nappuccino or a Red Bull nap, is a new way to banish your afternoon slump. Put it simply, you drink a cup of coffee, take a 20 or 30-minute power nap, and wake up rested and ready to go. Sounds simple, doesn't it? Well, there are a few tricks to getting it right. A coffee nap is a balancing act, but if done correctly, it can work like a charm. Now, as fashionable as this trend may be, it's not just a fad. There's science behind it. Studies show that the combination of caffeine and a nap can make each one more effective, so you can wake up from a quick doze alert and energized. Now let's talk about how coffee naps work. A coffee nap depends on timing, so you'll want to make sure your nap location is ready. If you're napping at home, make sure your bedroom is as quiet and cool as possible. If you're at work, shut your door, clear the papers off your desk, then it's time to brew your coffee. So why not just pop a can of soda? Well, for a coffee nap, you want to ingest caffeine but avoid sugar, which can cause a blood sugar spike followed by a crash. And that could undo the positive effects of your nap and make you feel sluggish. So stick to unsweetened coffee or sugar-free soda for the stimulating effects of caffeine without all that sugar. Now, I know what you're thinking. Doesn't caffeine wake you up? Well, yes it does. I asked Dr. Daniel Baroni, Sleepopolis expert and a neurologist at Weill Cornell Sleep Medicine, exactly how caffeine affects your brain.
There's an area in the brain called the frontal lobes right here, and they have adenosine, or they respond to adenosine, I should say. Adenosine builds up, we think, over the course of the day, and that is kind of one of the reasons why somebody gets tired. So it's kind of like a sleep pressure almost gets built up, and that's through adenosine. What happens with caffeine blocks adenosine. So when somebody ingests caffeine, whether it be coffee or whatever else, you're blocking basically the signal that says you should be tired.
Now, another piece of this is that a nap also affects adenosine by lowering levels of it in your brain. So you can see why caffeine and a nap together make you more alert than either one alone. Okay, so you've prepared your sleep environment, your coffee's ready to drink, and it's time for your coffee nap. Now you're going to want to drink your coffee pretty quickly. Why? Because caffeine only takes about 20 minutes to kick in, and your goal is to be waking up just as the caffeine is taking effect, not finishing your coffee or trying to get to sleep. I said timing was important with coffee naps, and the same goes for how long you nap. You're going to want to set your alarm for no more than 20 or 30 minutes. Sleeping longer than that can defeat the purpose of your nap because of what happens to your brain during different stages of sleep. The first two stages of sleep take about 20 minutes. Now these are the lighter stages of sleep, but they're enough to lower levels of adenosine in your brain and make you feel refreshed. If you sleep longer than 20 or 30 minutes, you'll probably go into the deeper stage of sleep when less blood flows to your brain. Now waking up during deep sleep can cause sleep inertia, that feeling you get when you just can't seem to wake up. So to avoid that, set your alarm for 30 minutes max, drink your coffee, and lie down to sleep. You should wake up just as the caffeine starts to take effect, feeling rested and alert. So maybe a coffee nap seems too good to be true. You can really drink a cup of coffee, take a nap, wake up feeling great, and it isn't bad for you? Well, if the latest sleep science is any guide, that's right. Recent studies on caffeine, and on coffee in particular, show that it can reduce the risk of dementia, improve athletic performance, and even lower the risk of some cancers. As for naps, they can improve learning and memory and are great for your immune system, especially if you didn't sleep well the night before and are feeling run down. But there must be some risks, right? I asked Dr. Baroni what to watch out for if you want to try a coffee nap.
So the danger, quote unquote, with any nap is the possibility that if you nap too long, you could, one, inhibit your sleep at nighttime, and then two, if it gets to the point where you actually oversleep, you can actually feel worse. Usually if somebody has trouble falling asleep at nighttime, I'll usually tell them you want to cut off caffeine by maybe 1, 2 o'clock. And if they are going to nap, I would say try to keep it as early in the day as possible. So if somebody were to do a caffeine nap, I would say, the latest you want to do it would be something like 12.
So one more thing about coffee naps. If you're not sensitive to caffeine and you can drink a cup of coffee before bed and go right to sleep, a coffee nap probably won't do much more for you than a nap alone. If you're really sensitive to coffee like I am, and a few sips of coffee make you jittery, then you might want to save a caffeine nap for a time when you really need to feel alert. So there you have it, everything you need to know to enjoy the benefits of a coffee nap. If you'd like to dig even deeper into how coffee naps work, be sure to check out my article link below. And for more about the science behind naps in general, just Google Sleepopolis, nap, and my article about naps will come right up. And finally, if you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media. Until next time, see you later, Sleepopolites.